In recent weeks, the world has watched the escalating conflict between Hamas and Israel with bated breath. A tinderbox of tension, the Middle East seems poised on the brink of a wider conflict. This is no longer just about the age-old strife between Israel and Palestine represented by Hamas. The picture is much bigger, much more complex, and potentially far more dangerous. President Joe Biden's recent visit to Israel was meant to show solidarity amidst the escalating turmoil. However, an attack on a hospital in Gaza before his arrival sparked outrage and fear of a broader regional war. The finger of blame points in many directions, with Hamas and several Middle Eastern countries accusing Israel, while Israel insists it was a misfired Palestinian rocket, further complicated by Iran and Hezbollah's attempts to inflame anger in the Muslim world over the attack. Tensions in the West Bank are rising, and there are concerns that Israel may find itself lured into a trap that could drag the U.S. into a wider conflict. The U.S., in response, has deployed 2 aircraft carriers off the coast of Israel as a warning to Hezbollah and Iran, pledging support to Israel. Yet the question remains, how likely is it for the U.S. to get involved? Experts believe that if Israeli forces struggle to repel attacks on multiple fronts, the U.S. could be drawn into the conflict. Hezbollah, with its large arsenal of rockets that could penetrate Israel's air defense system, poses a greater threat to Israel than Hamas. If the U.S. were to intervene, one of its core missions would be to take out Hezbollah's missile launchers. However, such a move could provoke attacks by Iran's allies and could potentially lead to a retaliatory strike from Russia. Meanwhile, Iran continues its shadow war with Israel. Through its network of militias and proxy groups, Iran seeks to damage Israel and strengthen its influence in the region. But Iran is cautious, aware of the potential backlash from the US and Israel. The situation is unpredictable. If the Israeli invasion of Gaza results in significant civilian casualties, hardliners in Tehran could pressure Iran to directly enter the conflict. The economic impact of this conflict is also worth noting. EY chief economist Greg Dacko has proposed that in the most severe scenario, where the war escalates and involves the US or Iran, oil prices could spike by $50 a barrel, reaching $150 a barrel in late 2023. This could lead to a mild global recession, with the world economy losing around $2 trillion in value. In summary, the Hamas-Israel conflict is a multifaceted issue with far-reaching implications. It is not just a war between 2 entities, it involves numerous other players, each with their own agendas. The potential for a wider conflict involving the US and Iran could have dire global consequences. As the world watches and waits, the hope is for a peaceful resolution that can address the root causes of this conflict and bring lasting peace to the region.